What's going on, everybody? Jackass with ApexHead.com, bringing you a commentary episode of Escape Zero, a subscriber request for the 2010 Fiat 500 Abarth, and we are going to be taking it out at the Top Gear test track to see what kind of time we can do. Taking a quick look at our assists before we get started, we are racing with none, with the exception of the clutch, of course. And you can see here this is a D-class car. And taking a quick look from a practice lap earlier on, you can see having some fishtailing issues coming through the follow-through. Probably should have let off the gas a little bit, thought I could catch it, hitting the tire wall here. So despite the fact that this is many grades below an actual sports car, you can still have all kinds of problems here at the Top Gear test track. So let's see what we can do here on our final timed lap. And I did take a look at the Top Gear test times, and I believe this car in real life did the lap at a 1:35.5, so we're hoping to do that or better. So now trying to get a good start off the line, up into second gear, now up into third. And let's see if we can hold it at the high end of the revs, or if we're going to have to shift up into fourth gear before we have to slow down into Wilson as we come through Crooner here. Not going to get up into fourth, now dropping it down into second gear and trying to hug that inside curb there. And going a little bit wide, but not too bad. Able to keep pretty good speed coming through there. So now trying to come through Chicago. You can see getting a little bit of fishtailing. Now down into second gear again. Got some tire spin coming out of the exit, trying to accelerate out and almost going off onto the grass, but able to avoid doing so. And now putting our foot down, coming down this back straight, speeding past the tire wall marker here, and let's see if we can keep things on the rails as we come through Hammerhead, one of the most challenging corners on the circuit, and braking a little bit too late and avoiding contact with the cones, now down into first gear, and taking it just outside the white line, unfortunately. Basically, if you can get your speed exactly right on your braking zone, you can hold that in second, but had to drop it into first to save the car there. So now speeding up and coming back to the follow-through, where again I had problems before, and dropping into third gear for just a second to try and maintain my line coming through there, and you can see drifting a little bit. Now going past the tire wall, clipping the corner there. Now coming down into Bacharach, which is one of the most difficult corners to see, one of the most difficult apexes. Slowing down at the last braking marker here. A little bit of wheel spin and dropping it down into second gear. Very sloppy entry. Now just Gambon to go. Back down into second gear, coming around the corner, able to keep it on the tarmac and getting across the line at a 1:35.873. So that's 4/10 slower than its real-life counterpart, which all things considered really isn't that bad at all, really. I have to be honest, it's really nice to get back behind Forza 4, so to speak. I haven't played it in quite a while. I do plan on getting Forza 5, but I probably won't get my hands on an Xbox One until next year, probably sometime in the spring. And hopefully by then they'll have some capture solutions worked out so that I can start posting some videos for that. But Forza 4, like most of the Forza games, holds up pretty well over time. I'm sure that I could play this for another year or so and probably not even notice. I haven't even completed half the events, nor have I finished career mode, so obviously a lot of content and very, very enjoyable. So it will have to do for now, at least until Forza 5. Thanks for taking the time to watch this. I do appreciate it. If you have any requests for specific cars on specific tracks, hit me up and I'll see what I can do. Until then, I'll hope to see you at the next one. So long.